All right. Sorry for the delay, guys. That was had been it's already 8:01. I'm a minute late. My bad. Um all right. So, I actually have a few things planned. This live stream might be a little different, honestly. Oh no, I forgot to change the live stream title. Whoops. Technically, this is the 14th. There we go. Hopefully that saves. I might need to stop it and like start it back up. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Curious how things have been. A little bit of a sneak peek on what I've been working on lately. One of these. So this is probably the first time in, what do you want to say? Definitely a month, basically. I mean, since I pretty much worked every single day this week for several hours on a new video. I was hoping it'd be out this Friday, today. I was hoping it'd be out today, but it was a really ambitious project and I started just a little too late. But hopefully things will be on the roll. As of next week, I should 100% have a video up. So I'm looking forward to that. What else? I should probably advertise on Discord really quick that it is time. Okay, there we go. So, okay. Let's see. I had to buy a few things, so things aren't working 100% right now this second. However, we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna shift the phone over just a little bit. Webcam. Oh. That should be good. Okay. That way, I can cut off and I can just zoom in on what's right here. Okay. Let me go grab the part I've been working on. Huzzah. This that I know of officially works. The math and everything, I believe, is correct with the H-Sync. This is the V-Sync. They're both completely done that I know of. My only thing that I need to complete is I'm getting this guy built, and then I'm trying to test it with my VGA monitor that's over there. So, which unfortunately you can't really see. I'm trying to figure out, maybe I can move the camera so you guys can see it, but the whole setup right now is really crazy because I just introduced this monitor into the setup. So, video interface, streaming stuff, Paradox now, new VGA monitor. That is for this guy and will soon be for the whole setup. So, the whole PC that computer that I am building. I wouldn't go as far as to call it a PC, although depending on the OS in the future, it should work up. Oh, my sound is low? Oh no. Hang on, let me give it a listen. Maybe it's because I'm... Hang on, let me try this. Better? Maybe turning that down? I don't know if I have a... I hope this is better. You guys will let me know if it's better, right? But anyway, welcome back to the stream. Glad to see you this week. I'm gonna move this a little closer to me and a little bit angled towards my mouth so we can talk. It's not better. What does the stream sound like right now? Hang on. I'm gonna have to turn the music off to make sure things sounded good on my end. That's what I'm a little worried about. Okay, hello, test. How does this sound? Well, I don't know. Hopefully, okay. You'll just turn the volume up. Sounds good with me. Hopefully, I can get it more fixed. Oh, phone also. Okay. So anyway, here's the circuit. I'm very excited. Also, I do think this moved a little far up. There we go. That's weird. I don't know why it's low. Shouldn't be lower than normal. Could be that as well. Okay. Yep. I could have sworn there was an option to like turn up the mic. But I guess my mic says it's at 100%. Oh, you know what? I wonder if it's this. Never mind. It's all the way up. Oh, well, messed that up. Oh, darn it. Sorry, that's going to sound really horrible for a second. Okay, there we go. Add water to the YouTubes? I don't know what that means, but do you think the music might be a little loud now? Okay. Anyway, project. So, yes, this is VSync. I never actually made the appropriate tag for it, so should probably go ahead and do that. I have to find my pin. My desk is a huge mess right now, so I have to get used to that. I have like resistors everywhere, which I do need a 1K. See, I don't even know how to raise the level. It seems like everything's maximum right now. That's like my streaming studio, my microphone in general, like everything seems good. Maybe I just need to restart the computer, but you know, I'm kind of in the middle of a stream now, so I don't think I can necessarily do that. But it's a problem that if everybody's having it, is it the music or my voice? Or is it both? Like if I turn up the music, because right now the music's at now 8%, but my voice is at 100%. So that's what I'm just trying to figure out. Okay. Okay. Well, anyway. All right. Let's get a pen. Which, here it is. Found the pen. And we need to make a label for the VSync, because this should be done. I shouldn't have to mess with that. The resolution that this will be at, it's natively an 800 by 600 with at 60 frames per second. But what it actually is, let me think. What kind of math? It's somewhere around like 120 by like something like 60. I don't know. I didn't even do the math. I'm just thinking what it could be around. Okay. I am. Oh boy. V sync. There we go. And I would like to cut that to shape. That's up here. So how's everybody's Friday going? I see quite a few people tuned in today, so I'm excited to see how you all are. Hope you all had a good Friday. Friday, as some people say, because it's Friday. All right. Maybe I shouldn't have cut it like that. All I did was cause problems. There we go. My pin wasn't, quote, too happy there. Oh no. Okay. And this is VSync. Okay. Hopefully you guys can read that. I can. Yeah. So right now, I could have it at 800 by 600 for black and white. But I'm going to have a lot of color, and I really don't want the 16-bit resources to be totally consumed. So I'm just kind of leaving it at a sort of Ben Eater approach resolution. For his graphics card, he did something pretty small like this. I am going like... Sorry. It's hard to multitask. I really pulled this green wire out. Yeah, I think I figured 800 by 600 was probably the best resolution. It was between that and... Man. Oh boy. I can't see anything on that monitor. Yeah, that's kind of the difficult part, is I wasn't sure. Oh no. I wasn't too sure what I wanted my whole... Shoot, what am I thinking of? Video resolutions. Yeah, 640 by 480 was my original intention. And then I was like, 800 by 600 is probably what the monitor I have over here is. Either that or it's the 124. But, or sorry, 1024. But alas, I settled with a... Oh, I can't see anything. Sorry, this light is so bright. I settled with the 800 by 600, and then it's kind of like cropped down. So we're skipping multiple cycles. I'm running it with a 20 megahertz clock. So what is it normally? 40? We actually might only be like half. Okay, maybe we're at like 400 pixels. I don't know. I can't remember. Either way, it's a 16-bit computer, but I'm doing 8-bit color. And I was hoping to figure out a circuit so that I can do two... How would I want to say that? Each bit would get to be a pixel on the screen. Or like each byte would get to be a pixel on the screen. So each like register or whatever would get to actually be 2 pixels on the screen, so I can like save some memory and stuff. I figured that was the best approach for me. All right. So what I wanted to do this video is I actually haven't figured out if this even works. Like, I plugged it into the VGA monitor. It wakes the monitor up. So I think we're golden. That's my solution. So it wasn't working before, and it wasn't waking up the monitor. And then I completely rebuilt the whole circuit again. Everything's fragile right now. I'm trying to move. I don't know why everything's super messed up right now. Maybe that's the solution I need to go for. That's a crazy solution, but it's working for now. Are you giving the CPU its own RAM, or is it coming off of the main RAM? Oh, you mean the GPU? The video interface, is it going to have its own RAM? Is that what you're asking? If that is the case, I did purchase RAM. So if I do need any dedicated RAM, I did look into it, and I am going to try and figure it out. I can't find many resources on it, so we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. Okay, that is what you meant. I will have, let's see, I think it's around 32,000 bytes of storage. So, or sorry, not storage, of RAM. Should have 32,000 bytes of RAM. And then that's how much I have for this as well, if I were to go the RAM route. So I'm hoping I'd be able to do the CPU, it have its own dedicated RAM. I can then write to this RAM as well, which I don't know how this works. So my whole idea was that I have, which this is just something I've thought about. Yeah, exactly. You can only use so much. And then it also, I figured it might like save some processing time. But what I was thinking, sorry, I ripped up this paper. But my idea was CPU has, obviously it's registers, but I was hoping I would have basically maybe 1 to multiple registers for GPU register, and then I would have I'm calling it GPU for now. I'm just gonna say VGA, and then I'm gonna say VGA RAM, and then I was just gonna have this talk to that, and then I'd have my own like CPU would write to this register would write to the VGA RAM. Yeah, pretty much. That's what I was thinking. So I don't know. I figured if I did it like that, it might be good. So CPU, GPU to register writes to the VGA RAM. So it'd have its own dedicated RAM is my hope. But I'd only need one if it's only 8 bits. Maybe I can do like an X and Y, so I could have 2 registers, and then I have like an X, and that's like my Y, and then I can write to every odd number address with the Y and every even number with the other RAM. I don't know. I'll figure something out. I don't really know if there's a whole lot of purpose to do that with multiple registers, but that's my idea. Call me crazy if you think that's, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking that might work. And then hopefully that would be good. And then I'd have my own dedicated that. And then I was also considering looking into like a GPU, like what kind of like CPU can I build for the GPU? And then I'm also open to the idea. Exactly. I did buy this. So I this just arrived maybe 4 days ago. And you guys don't know what this is. I mean, you might be able to tell with that. This is flash memory. So, or flash storage, whatever you want to call it. And this is really fast. So I don't know how the GPU works per se. But my idea would be like if I did something CPU that needed like some sort of like graphics data or something like that, I could send it to this RAM. Then this is kind of like the program as well. And then it talks back and forth and figures things out. I don't know if that's how GPUs even work. Having their own like sort of like, I don't know. I'm just open to things. But for now, what this whole purpose was, I wanted this for really fast GPU so I can write some pictures to this. And then I was like, maybe I can just write my ROM could be on a flash chip. But I was hoping this video we could actually start to write a program on this and then flash it. But we'll see if we get to that part. But anyway, it's probably about time. Not about time. It's been time to start building something. I do want to finish this up. I want to finish up building this circuit. I don't have all the required resistors, but I want to see if I can get the red, green, and blue working appropriately, you know? And then we'll move from there. So the first thing I need to do is figure out what this chip is called on the center again, because I forgot the 273. 74 LS273, and then I just need to look at the data sheet. All right. For testing purposes, I wanted... Okay, here it is. Okay. That's clear. And I have that to on. Oh, yeah. So this chip is really weird. 11 chips so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Technically 12. And then if I include this, it's 13. But this is like not required. Like whenever I hook it up to my whole computer as a whole, like my CPU, it will be probably this 11 exactly. This is a register. This isn't a register, but it basically is. It's just a bunch of D flip-flops. Essentially a register. I mean, it has 8 D flip-flops on it, and I don't know. I don't think there's much of a difference between this and a register. But alas, all this is doing is just for my video data. So each pin, I did have it saved somewhere. My idea, I was going to have, let's see if I can find it. Okay. This is 400 by 300 resolution. So I'm gonna move this out of the way. 400 by 300. So it is exactly halved. 8-bit color. Which I could do 16-bit color, but like I said, I was trying to save, like, my real reason is that I don't need for everything to be like, I don't need the in-depth 16-bit color, so I just figured I'd do 8-bit color. And it is 8 by 8 by 4. So there we go. So 3 red, 3 green, 2 blue. And that's our thing. And yet again, like I said, this is kind of like the whole bin eater approach, except it's reduced in the amount of chips. It was a pain. Like his way was very straightforward, and this way is not. And whoever, like, I found this on a site, so okay. But yeah, it was it's just intense. Okay, so anyway, I wanted to get this hooked up. I just wanted this to, so far, I have this connected to the clock. I don't really need it to be, I mean, it's, I don't know. I don't even know. Let me scroll down and see what its operation timer, like how fast can it operate at. Oh, that's up here. Clock. Where's the clock? Here it is. Clock frequency 30 megahertz, and that's 20. We're solid. Max is 30 megahertz. Oh, good. Okay. But yeah. So D flip-flop, either way, wanted to use this. And if anybody's interested in this, I'll set this here so you can all see this. And this is that's NOR flash. NOR flash. Okay, let's start looking at this. So all I wanted to do right away was look at this pin. I just wanted to connect it straight to red. I just wanted to write red, and then that's pretty much it. So let me go look at my wiring really fast to make sure we're all good. Oh, I have it as here you go. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna do Q1 is just gonna be our first starting point. I'm just going to connect this pretty much to a 1000K resistor. Why did I say 1000K? A 1K resistor. And then I'm going to connect it straight to the VGA and just see if it works. And then I'll ground all the other colors. So I don't even need this to be anything exact. Yeah, this should limit. This should like the whole circuit is 5 volts. This chip's output should be less than 5 volts. And then through a resistor should be within that 0.7 range. And that's what I'm looking for. That's a really long pin. Come on. Here we go. Okay, maybe it needs to be the other way around. Right. Pin here. Pin here. Okay. There we go. And then a 1K resistor for now. Which I'm not sure what voltage this will be. Oh, I didn't even get to see. Oh, thank you, garlic bread. 3 months? That's incredible. I'm actually don't even, are you guys saying anything in the Twitch chat? Because I'm only seeing, uh-oh. Hang on. I gotta test to make sure the actual Twitch is working because now I'm paranoid. Oh, you just said it. Okay. No, we're good. Okay. Glad to know it's not broken. But how are you doing, garlic bread? Thanks for the 3 months though. That's phenomenal. Hit the like button. All right. So yeah, this is 1000K. I want this to go straight to the red. I color coded this, by the way, so you can all see that. Yeah, so that's my red. And then all of these are ground. And due to how this is set up, it's just a lot easier just to manually plug these into ground like this. So that is what I'm going to do. And then I always have to look at the VGA thing. I can never remember which one is VSync and HSync. Pin 14 is vertical sync. 14 is vertical sync. And that would be this one. Okay. And pin 13 is horizontal sync, which is this one. Garlic bread's living. I just realized that will this show up on my stream? Oh my gosh, it does. It shows my Twitch emotes on the live stream. I didn't even know that was possible. Okay. Thank you. All right. So, that should be everything. The really bad news is that I don't have a really clear way to even point the camera over there. Hang on, I have an idea. This might be the worst thing I've ever done. Where's my other camera? My little one. Hang on, I'm gonna have to stand up for a moment, so I might sound really quiet. Found it. Okay. Here's my idea, which you've gotta forgive me on the sloppiness of my desk. It's really a nightmare. Truly a nightmare. Okay. That's in the way. I was kind of messing around with a Raspberry Pi, so gotta forgive me with that as well. So that just means there's a lot of junk lying around. Okay. Is this... Nope, that's my Raspberry Pi micro HDMI. Oh, you want the VGA thing? Yeah, this is I've had this for like 5 years. I had it for a project and it was just a really ambitious project, so I never got to actually do anything with it. Okay. Fortunately, I might have to crawl under my desk. I don't see the cable at all. I don't know where my the cable to this is. It's under my desk somewhere. Oh, man. Okay, hang on. I'm really sorry, guys. Chat, keep things entertained for everybody. Oh, keep going, chat. You got this. No, I did not make the VGA thing. Not gonna lie, guys, I'm kind of lost. I don't know what's going on. That's VGA. That's not it. Wow. I'm flummoxed. Well, I don't know. I'll just have to point it over there, I guess. Okay, we'll just have to deal with it for now. So, okay. What we're going to have to do, I'll set this up next time so that it points towards the monitor so I could switch to monitor view, go from here to like this view, then to this view pointing that way because monitor is over there. And I think that could be nice and cool. But for now, we're going to have to do things the boring way. So, let's do this. For now, I'll let you all know the success rate on this item. I do need a pin so that I can, not a pen like a writing utensil, but here's one. Oh, no. I'm looking for a lone pin so I can use it as my control. Ah, here we go. I'll just use these, whatever. Okay. The gold will be not the gold, that's purple. Okay. Let's hope that works. And for now, these will be grounded. This gets power right from up here. 5 volt. Ground. 5 volt. Actually, how I have been doing this is going 5 volt ground over here. And just doing that same exact thing up here. It might not be necessary because it's such a small circuit, but I just feel a little paranoid that it doesn't get enough. Oh. Yeah, it's gray. The gray wire. Okay. Alright, let's turn the monitor on. And let's see if we get a red monitor screen. It's VGA. Power this on. Let's hope we see the color red. Red, red, red. Come on, come on, come on. I'm not seeing red, guys. Okay. Well, let's test the seed to make sure we're getting enough voltage. Okay. Otherwise, this whole circuit might just be wrong. See, the monitor's like, it like acknowledges there's power. So that's 5 volts. And that's 20 megavolts. Is that enough? What is the limit? It's like... that might not be enough. How much is this? How much is the output of that? Well, that certainly is confusing. 0.5 megavolts? How much is this? Something's not right. Okay. So, this and that. 5 volts. Just about. 5 volts. This chip is receiving 5 volts about. But this pin here, still 5 volts. This pin coming out, 4 volts. Through the resistor is 12 megavolts. Let's try one of these. Try 100 ohm resistor, I guess. Something smaller. Come on. Okay. Now, let's try. How much volts is through this guy? Yet again. I'm baffled, guys. From this point to this point. I'm really... Okay. I'm going to say it's stable enough. I'm... Try 5K. See if that solves anything. Maybe my... circuit here is just kind of confused. Darn it. My resistors are really long. Get bent up a lot. Okay. Currently, circuit's off, so we shouldn't be getting like anything. Correct. Okay. Getting 0.4. Okay. So that's 0.1 volt. What is the VGA collar voltage range? I don't know that. The standard voltage range for VGA collar signals 0 volts to 0.7 or 700 millivolts for each color channel, red, green, and blue. A voltage of 0 represents black or no intensity. Yeah, I don't understand why it's not popping up. Huh. Yeah. Yet again, monitor woke up right whenever I turned this off and it said entering power save mode. I turn that on and the monitor kind of wakes up, but I don't see the color red. How about we try this? Just plug all the colors into this. See what we get. If we get anything. Turn it off. Back on. Yeah, I just don't know why I'm not getting any colors. Unless my pins are wrong. I can't imagine they're wrong. 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna be honest, I'm pretty lost. Everything's supposed to be correct, and I don't know why I'm not getting anything. No. That's stable. I really need better probes, I'm not gonna lie. I need finer ones that can actually, like... Oh, you know what? I guess that's kind of what these might be for. Let's get these out, I guess. My alligator clips. Let's do a red and a black one. Because that's ground and 5 volts. Okay, there we go. Okay, we got one there. We got one here. Let's plug this into this spot here and this one here. Let's read it. Okay. It's reading 49 megavolts. So, that's not good. Turn it off. We read nothing. If I change this to... Now let's move this over here. And read this input. Okay. Let's read this input here. Same thing. Oh man, I just bent the heck out of this transistor. I use 22 gauge. Ooh, yep, I mangled that to beyond use. read this. Okay, about 2 volts. If I change this out for 100, what will it be? I've heard a lot of good things about 20. I think 20 might be what most people use, but I can't really find a whole lot of 20. Oh, it's not plugged in. 1.4 volts. And then let's jump up to 1,000. Which is originally what we were doing. You know what I don't understand? Yeah, I can see that. I think I can see how that would be good to have a 20 volt or not a 20 gauge. I don't know. I just find 22 to be pretty simple, pretty easy to use. I have no clue what resistors these were. Whoops. Can't remember which ones I put over there. Oh, I actually might have these backwards. I just realized. There we go. Now we're reading normal. Now, I still don't know why my VGA connection's not popping up red. Because these aren't grounded. Sure enough. Can't imagine my monitor's broken. Gosh, it really is just a black screen. I don't... This is baffling. Here, I'll show you guys what I'm looking at right now. Okay. So, obviously voltmeter, there's that. Monitor lights green. If I click this, that's turned off. That will turn that on. It'll say entering power save mode, and then it turns orange. Okay. That's where we're at. And obviously, if I turn this off, I turn it back on. I'm going to move the coffee out of the way. It will say entering power save mode because it recognizes that it's connected, like the ground's connected and everything. And if I like fully unplug the VGA, which I can't do with one hand, hang on. Oh, fully unplugged. This turns on and then it says self-test feature check. Crazy thing. If I turn this on, right, unplugged, still says like test feature. And then if I plug these in, which I'm going to have to put the camera down again, the screen immediately changes and then nothing happens. Like nothing. It's not in standby. It knows data is supposed to be coming in somehow because it's getting a horizontal sync and a VSync signal and the correct ones. Oh, hey SAQ. How are you doing? And thank you. I'm glad you like the comment UI. Yeah, so I'm kind of confused by this. Oh well. Guess we'll just keep testing. And I'm curious, I thought it might have been the voltage, but 0.3 volts should be plenty because it's supposed to be 0.7 volts is the like threshold amount. So, yeah. Does anybody have any ideas? Obviously, I'll figure it out eventually. But I don't even have ROM. I'm just trying to like manually push a red connection by giving the like here. Like there's not supposed to be an output besides red. I'm just trying to get red to the screen. Maybe I need a wires, I guess so. Yeah, because we're getting a 0.3 volts. Like the 0.3 is literally going here. The 0.3 is going to the red VGA. The horizontal and the vertical sync are... I wish I had an oscilloscope. Gosh. This gets me, guys. Let me see. Because my idea is that it should just make the whole screen red. It's not backwards, is it? Like pin 1. Red ground is pin 6. Yeah. I'm almost worried it's this. No, nothing. Dang. Whoa, it started reading 4 volts. Oh, thanks. It is silicone. It's actually, I've had it for 3 years now. Pretty nice watch. I like it. It's a Garmin SQ. Now there's the SQ2 that's out, but I don't need to upgrade if it works perfectly fine, you know? my idea behind it. Up. Okay. Um. Do I have pin 10 grounded? Yes, I do. And those 4 are grounded. And then 13, 14. 13. 13. 14 being vertical sync, horizontal sync. Gosh, yeah, so I'm just... Do I like Casio? I'm looking them up. Oh. See, I don't even know. I think I've heard of this. I haven't actually looked too much into it. I just wanted a smartwatch that worked for just a few things. Man. I am absolutely stumped. I don't know if it's just supposed to be because this needs to like flash a bunch or something. I don't know if that's the solution or what. This was honestly just supposed to work. Unless if something's wrong. Can always look at the guess I can always look at the components again. Where's this? Here it is. Guess we should probably take a gander at the VSync and make sure it's up to the exact same it's like working properly. Ah, okay. Oh wow. Yeah. I can see that. Yeah, I'm just not I am kind of a watch guy, but not like too crazy, you know. I hope someday I'll get a pretty nice watch, but for now I'm just chilling. But Casio, do you have a Casio watch? All right. Let's plug this. And then let's plug connect my VGA, my H-Sync. I don't know why I said VGA, my V-Sync and H-Sync. Yeah, my guess is it's in the V-Sync. My H-Sync I did completely over twice. And if it's not that, then it's gotta be this. Which I can't imagine. I totally see that. I just am right currently very into just building this thing right now. This and my whole CPU. I said building a CPU. I'm not even working on that right now. CPU is over there. I just wanted to start working on my video interface. Although I've been wanting to get into like modding like Game Boys and stuff like that. That sounds really cool. All right. Well, time to look at VSync. So, you think? Oh, yeah. It's cool. Yeah, like I said, I've not been a huge guy into watches, but I'm more of like I want some vintage watches. I think that could be cool. Okay. 15's blank. I don't know what this ground pin is. That's what I'm really confused about. But anyway, 15 doesn't have anything. 14 is my V-Sync. 13 is H-Sync. 12 is blank. 11 is blank. 10 is grounded. 9 is blank. 8 is ground. 7 is ground. 6 is ground. 5 is ground. 4 is blank. So all of that is correct. And then 3, 2, and 1. Yeah, no, this is totally. I'm gonna look up the watches you're talking about so I can see what they look like. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. I'll look at the other one too. Oh yeah. Neat. Oh. Yep. I'm looking into getting more of a like World War II era watch. I think that'd be cool. Have you heard about the photonic processors that use light and electricity to calculate? We were literally talking about that last live stream a week ago from today. We were talking about how there are the CPUs that are using light. That is a cool idea. I don't even know like how to get into that. Like I don't even know like what university is even using those, you know? Cuz I assume it's a university project. I guess it could be like privatized, but nowadays everything is something. All right. Let's look at VSync one more time. So VSync, and I'm gonna need the 74LS10 data sheet. Open image. And I'm gonna need the 74LS161 data sheet. Open image in new tab. Okay. And lastly, 74LS00, which is the NAND. Open in new tab. Okay. Let's look at these. So, VSync. Currently, it is a mess. So, I have these backwards. Currently, these pins are like this is the way they go. Like this is literally the indent over here is on this side, and then these chips are the other way around. Their indents are over here. So whenever I build the circuit, I'm just flipping it back and forth like that. For now, I'm going to get rid of that paper just because it's kind of in the way. Are you talking about the I am building the hack architecture from Nan to Tetris. I'll type it out just. It's not ideal, but I mean, it's what I find I understand it a lot, and ever since I went through the Nan 2 Tetris course, I was like, I want to build that computer even if it's not practical. All around it'll get me a better understanding, and then I hope to build even greater computers in the future. Um, I just figured it was a pretty decent computer to start off with. It's 16-bit, which gives you a lot of stuff. I understand like the 6502 and the Z80, those are 8-bit and they can do like 16-bit things. But I figured starting off, the Nanta Tetris would probably like the hack style where you didn't have to do any complex stuff. It's just like straight up makes sense, you know? That was my intention there. All right. I'm also curious if I have instability because of this pin right here. I don't know. All right, let's start looking at the VSync. So, all right, we'll start with this very first one. Pin 12. So we are looking at this one, and that would be 1, 2, 3. I'll use a pen. 3. I'll use this for easier pointing so we can all see. Okay. So this pin here. Okay. So powers to the left. Let's look at pin 1 first. So pin 1, which so far is in there somewhere under this jumble of mess. Yep, I see it. Okay. Pin 1 is to connect to pin 14 of the middle chip. So pin 14 of this middle chip here, which is on the top, and it is this pin right here. Yeah, no kidding. It's crazy how I'm so dependent on a computer. So it is pretty wild to me. Okay. We have this wire here, and it looks like it connects to the correct spot. For now, maybe I will just take all of this apart and just redo it. So, just in case. Wrong pliers. Here they are. Okay. So that is over there. Okay. I think I can see these wires. So this would be very straightforward. Okay. So pin. Okay. That is very correct. Next, we have pin 2, which is 1 over, and 2 connects to pin 12 on the middle chip. 12 on the middle chip, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that looks correct. Good, good. All right. Next is pin 13, which on this would be this top pin up here. Pin 13 connects to pin 13 on, in this case, would be all the way down here. So pin 13 on the big is 16, 15, 14, 13. Okay. Very good there. Oh, I didn't realize he kind of went away. Said, I don't know wires, and then left. Okay. Next is pin 3, 4, 5. So 3, 4, and 5 on this side. 1, 2, 3. 3 plugs into pin 11 on this one. Closest one, pin 11, which is 3 from the right, which is this one. That is correct. Okay. Pin 4, which is one more over. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Unplug that one. Pin 4 plugs into pin 13 on the middle. Pin 13. 4 over. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I do programming. That's actually my major. That's what I graduated with, was a bachelor's in software engineering. I don't even know how to do this stuff. I'm just doing my best. My biggest accomplishment is building the ALU, honestly. But no, I'm still a rookie at this stuff. Pin 5 is the output of pin 11. So pin 5, which is right here, next over, is pin 11 of the NAND gate. So pin 11, 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry. 14, 13, 12, 11. That is correct. Okay. We're done there. One more. Pin 11 on this guy is also from pin 5. So pin 14, 13, 12, 11. Same guy. Good here. Oh yeah, you asked me about soldering. I do have a soldering iron. Um, I don't have anything on my desk that I've soldered though, but I've done it before, so no worries. I do know how to do that. Linux, good question. I'm not very good at Linux, honestly. I wish I was better, but can't really change that unless if you practice, I suppose. All right. 9 and 10. So 9 is this one and 10 is this one. Let's do 10 is pin 11 on the first chip. So 11 is just 3 over from this one. Ooh, sheesh. This might not have been the original wire. Or maybe it was. I don't know. Oh, whoops. Well. Well, I'm glad you switched. I still am so used to Windows that I can't bear to switch. It's just too much of me is engraved. I should make the change. I really should. Especially if I get a new computer and I want to switch OSs or get a clean install. Should probably just settle. Pin 9 is the one more over. So pin 9. And pin 9 is pin 14 of the big one, which is 1, 2, 3. It's this one. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of confused now. Oh, you know what? I know what's going on. This pin was for that. Okay. Good there. And then turns out that pin 9 is actually connected to... Nope, pin 10 is connected to pin 3. 10, 3. Pin 10 to pin 3. 1, 2, 3. This pin. There we go. The penguin. Wow. I hadn't even realized you guys were chatting away. Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. Linux does run a lot though, so totally get that. Yeah, I really should just make the change. Windows 11's not as good. I don't know why they had to just switch OSs on us. Gonna be honest. Was not worth. Okay. Last thing I just did 9. I did 10, did 11. Last I'm looking at 9, 10 on the other one. 9 and 10. Nope. Wrong logic gate. 9 and 10. 8, 9, 10. So this one is connected to pin 13 in the middle. And so is pin 4 on this one. Pin 4 is at spot 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I made sure that's all connected right. Now, before I figure out if I broke anything. Let's connect this mess. And make sure I didn't break it. Brick it. Okay. Let's make sure the monitor does the same thing it used to. Connect all these. Did I tighten these back up? No, I did not. What Linux OS do you use? Okay. 14 is VSync. That would be this pin. Oh, whoops. Wrong direction. Pin 15 is... Sorry, 13 is HSync. All these are grounded. There we go. And just for the fun of it, we will try and connect this red pin here. And turn this on. Nothing's exploding. Monitor. I don't see red, but it's also not doing the thing. Gosh, why isn't red working? All right, I think I know what I need to do. Let's test. So, let's go pin by pin, I guess. Making sure they are what they are supposed to be. Okay. Ground is here. right. So we're looking at, which I should probably move this in so you guys can see this as well. All right. Pin 1. Well, that's not good. Pin 1 is shooting out 4 volts. That is not what it's supposed to be. Okay. Pin 2 should be grounded. Shooting out 1 volts. Pin 3. 0.3 volts. What? 4 shouldn't have anything. Correct. Pin 5 should be ground. Correct. We'll try 6. Pretty much ground. 7's pretty much ground. 8's good. 9's nothing. 10. Nothing. Good. Okay. 11. Nothing. 12. Nothing. Should get something on 13. Like 5 volts about. 2 volts. Close enough. Okay. I'd say 14's about good. Pin 15. Okay. Now here's a real test. So 14 is reading 160. We'll say 160. Let's plug this into our H-Sync here and see if that's what we're getting. That is not the same. 2.3 volts. Something's just wrong. All the wires are correct in the breadboard. I really think this is wrong. I think this VGA connector is wrong. Okay, that's reading 2 volts. And if I plug this back in here, pin 14, it's reading 0.8 or 186 millivolts. Millivolts? What? Megavolts. What's this one read? Oh, shoot. Oh, that really does read like 5 volts. Is that resistor pointless right now? That's not good. Much does a 5K bring that down to? It barely does anything. 4.7. There we go. Let's see what that does. Something's not right. You know what? I know why. Obviously, it's because this isn't a complete circuit. So that means if I actually connect this, come on. I don't know. Let's try this one more time, looking at red. Okay. Green. Okay. Blue. Fair enough. And then the second I plug it into a VGA monitor, this will drop from about 5 volts to 0.9, which isn't good enough. The 1K. I want to mix that up. That's crazy. I don't know if I have any 2Ks. Are these 1Ks genuinely 1Ks? Oh yeah, this seems to be 1K. Yet again, I don't know. Well, regardless, I'm stumped. Well, that's what I'd planned for tonight, and I can't actually find much of a solution. I might actually cut the live stream a little short, but maybe I'll live stream again very, very soon before next Friday. Just whenever the parts arrive, because maybe I'll be able to test it, but I'm not up to working on the other thing, unless if you guys have any other ideas. Sorry, I've been really quiet. I'm just really confused on why this isn't working properly, because I've not had this issue. So yeah, hopefully you guys are okay with me ending it a little earlier than normal. I had bigger intentions, and it's been an hour and a half or so, which I would like to go for longer, but I'm really tired. and overall very confused. Can't figure out if this is where why it's supposed to be. Well, technically I won't be leaving you alone. It'll just cease to exist, the thing. Oh, shoot. I actually needed that. There. I'm just tired now. And I feel like I need to do research, but it's really hard. I feel bad doing a bunch of research in front of you guys, because it's kind of boring for you. I feel like it'd be boring for you guys because you'd just be sitting there listening the whole time. I feel like that's no fun. Rewire it. I don't think there is much rewiring. I kind of already rewired the VSync, and I know the H-Sync is completely wired correctly because I did that yesterday. So I'm not gonna rewire it. I just don't know what's wrong. And I feel like I don't know. I don't know, I've never been this stumped before. It's the video stuff. I've never had to deal with it before. And I know this is right. Really need a logic analyzer. I feel like that'd be helpful. Which jumper wire? This one? Or these ones? I don't really know which one's the issue. Could always trying a different red, I suppose. But the green and the blue wires aren't working either. That'd be crazy if the whole time the V-Sync and the H-Sync were just flipped. Try plugging this one in too. Seeing if that fixes anything. Doubt that's a problem. But doesn't hurt to try something new. Okay. Ground this. Ground all of these. Bless you. Ground these. That's good. Ground this one as well. Trying it. Red. Be red. Nothing. Dang. Well. I have one more thing I could try. Bear with me. Things might get really weird. I have a VGA monitor over here, technically. This is a VGA monitor, my vertical monitor. It's really weird. Don't judge me. I have it converting to HDMI. And I can always try seeing if maybe it's the monitor's problem. But if this whole monitor turns red, I'll know if something's right. It might just be the monitor's problem. Which I doubt it. Alright, I am technically gonna bring this whole thing down here, so it's gonna look really ominous and weird. Bear with me. There's no way. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the power wires are connected to the right places. Oh, I need to move this over. Oh, light's gonna get a little weird for a second. I have to take the headphones off. Hang on. Oh, okay. Sia SAQ, Saqua. I will definitely consider converting. Also, just realized I have a straight up VGA to DisplayPort converter. That is how that monitor is connected. So what I might do instead is take the VGA off of this one and just see if maybe, I mean, there's a chance it's just not even supported on this monitor. I doubt 800 by 600 is not supported on this monitor. That would be the weirdest thing ever, but you never know. Oh man, I tightened the VGA too tight. I do have a VGA over here. Okay. I'm not undoing this. Okay. I'm just gonna grab the one up here. Okay. Let's pray this works, guys. Okay, this is on. See what this says. Yet again, it's not turning red, but can I see any information about it? That's not a good sign. This is what I don't understand, is the buttons. Oh, here we go. Information. Let's go down to information. It says it's getting 1920 optimal mode. Hang on, wait, maybe that's not right. Let's go up to input control, maybe. VGA. What was that? That just popped up. Yeah, I know. I'm like stumped. I don't know why it's not running that either. And turn it off. Turn it back on. It like blinked as if it was a little unstable or something. Huh. I'm a little confused. Try turning it off. Seeing what happens. No signal. Check the video. Okay, so I turn it off. Turn it back on. See if it turns the monitor back on. That's the only thing. It doesn't seem to wake the monitor back up whenever I do this. I don't want to tear it down. Man, I work so hard. Many hours. Lots of cables. Yeah, it's like it's starting to get a signal, but it just can't. Because I press a button, a screen starts to change, and it like lights up for a second, and then it goes back. Almost like it's losing connection and getting connection back. Maybe this is just too unstable with all these jumper cables. Oh. Could have definitely been a potential problem. Okay. And again, I can't get any menu to actually pop up. The screen literally flashes on for just a second. And then it just like doesn't work. And I don't know why this is happening. Okay, let's unplug it completely. Okay. Can I get any settings from here? Can. Management? No. There you go. Menu control. You'd think information. Yeah, for like a moment, whenever I turned it on, at the very top of the screen, it like popped up something. It like it was starting to say it was in this mode, and then it stopped. So it's like one of my timings is wrong or something. Maybe I have one logic gate like out. Maybe I should go through and replace all of my chips just in case one of them is broken. Gosh. Maybe I should try that. I'll start with the NAND gates just because I feel like they're the most likely to be broken, because I think I broke one, fried one, and I don't know which one. But I'm going to get this dual monitor set up again. I'm glad to know it's not the other monitor though. Yeah. See, this one literally tells me all the information. It like tells me what it's supposed to be in. A flip-flop is wrong? I don't know. This, I understand the red color not popping up, but it actually won't tell me what mode it's in. So I'm curious if that's what's wrong. Okay. Well, let's go through here. Plug all of these. I do like my orange and yellow wire. For my V-Sync and H-Sync. Okay. I gotta find my logic gates real fast. I think NAND gates are the first thing I should replace, because it's what I am most doubtful about. Just, I feel like I definitely could have burnt one out. We will try and go for one that I probably never used before. We'll go with this one and this one. We will replace both of them. I'll have to go with this guy. Go. Pop it up. Potentially bad logic gate. Yep, this one's never been used before. Okay. Fortunately for this one, that connects there. That's right below that. Pull that up. Pull that up. Woo. Then this one's never been used before either. Thing is I think I might have used those NAND gates before. So there's a chance that they were broken from the start. Okay, this one was plugged in right down here. This is plugged in with that, I think. have to make sure really quick. Where's my VSync diagram? What pin is that? Seven, 6, 5. Pin 5 matches is pin 11. Okay, that's pin 10. So it is actually one more over. Oh no. The breadboards. Okay, there we go. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and see if this works. Every other chip is brand new. Like, I've never used it before. So I have my doubts that they would be broken. How many chips do you think you have now? I think I have maybe definitely over 100. Easily over 100. Okay. VSync at 14. Okay. And 14's connected. VSync. Pin 13 is horizontal sync. There we go. Okay. Let's try this out. Also worried the clock's not working properly. But I feel like it wouldn't, like, work on the actual computer over there. Or the screen monitor. Oh, it didn't turn on. Okay. Well, that's not a good sign. It immediately entered power saving mode. It's not even coming out of power saving mode. So something's wrong. Broke something. Ground. Ground. All of these are ground. Ground, 5 volts. Horizontals, vertical sync is 14. Horizontal sync is 13. Is my VSync not correct? Pin 3. No, that's right. Horizontal sync is right. Uh-oh. guess we can start checking voltage levels. Let's make sure we're even getting 5 volts. Well, that doesn't look good. Well, I don't really know. Okay. These voltages are good. Straight off the breadboard, that is. Or the power supply. Okay. Maybe that was just a little bug. Ah, no. Yet again, entering power save mode immediately. Oh, no. How did I make it worse? Actually made it worse. Somehow. Oh, man. Okay. The only other pin I didn't really check, pin 8 connects. Pin 8 to pin 1. Oh. I guess that is the wrong spot. Pin 8 connects to pin 1. Pin 8. Pin 8 here. Next to pin 1 on this, which is there. Okay, that actually could have been the problem the whole time. Try this one more time. See if this fixes my VSync problem. That immediately, or not my VSync, my timing problem. That tells me that all my chips are working, and it's got to be a voltage thing or something. It's like I don't even think the other chips were broken, because whenever I replaced them, it stopped working as well. Anyway, gonna ground those again. Just give red that. Okay. Power it up one more time. Power. Connect. Power saving mode. Still, what? How did it get worse when I swapped out the chips? I don't think I actually need this ground pin. Hmm. Well, the problem is I swapped out these chips and now everything's broken again. I don't know why. I'm gonna swap them back to their original chips. See if that fixes anything. Okay. Now, the original ones are connected again. Okay. Power. Nope, still says enter power saving. I unplugged something somewhere. I have no clue what. What did I break? Can't believe I made it worse. I unplugged these two. Let's just look back at those. Pin 5. Pin 5 connects to pin 11. Oh, was this pin? I literally had them backwards. Is that literally just it? And then, oh my gosh, if that's it. Going to scream. Okay. See what happens. Okay. Never mind. Spoke too soon. Enter power saving. What could this be? Let me look at the VGA again. I don't have a clue. I don't know what I broke. I don't know, man. Pin 5. Pin 5. Pin 5 connected to pin 11. Pin 11. What else is connected to pin 11? Pin 11 on the other circuit board. Yeah, that's connected too. Let's look back at the other one. Pin 8. Pin 8 on this. Connected to pin 1 there. Pin 2 connected to pin 6, and it appears that was disconnected in the wrong spot as well. Whew. Please. Okay, we're not entering power saving mode anymore. I fixed it back to where we originally were at. Which tells me these chips are working. But why? Why is it it's so unstable or something? Something is unstable. Let's try replacing the clock. Maybe the clock is just not good enough. So 10, 10, 10, 1. This is my other 20 hertz. Yeah, this is another 20 hertz. Let me try unplugging this and seeing what happens. Turns out that doesn't fix anything. What happens if I give that a negative charge? Turn that off. Power that on. Turn that on. Well, yet again, nothing. What could be wrong? If I unplug this, we have enter power saving mode. I turn it on, plug it back in. Nothing. Nothing happens. Doesn't enter power saving mode, but no data. Then if I give this voltage, nothing happens. Yeah, I'm pretty lost. I feel like I can't learn anything unless I have a oscilloscope, and I don't have one of those. I think I need a rest. I think I am just gonna end the live stream here for now. So, hope you guys enjoyed. I really would like to get more answers, but I'll have to update you. If you guys would like, I can try and live stream a little bit late, like sooner than before. Such like not be a Friday, you know, before next Friday, I guess. My goal is that a video on this will be out next Friday. So, ooh, it could be the name brand or the brand of the breadboard. I hope not, but it definitely could be. You know, that's a good idea. But unfortunately, I am not going to replace it tonight. But I do have really expensive breadboards. So maybe I'll try that. That's a good idea. All right. Well, anyway, I am going to end it. I'm going to write down the breadboard thing, and hopefully that fixes it. But thank you for chatting with me. I enjoyed the chat. And I guess I'll talk to everybody later. Bye-bye.